Hello and welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Eric, joined once again with Bevan,
Hey.
bringing you some more Footballers Wives Season 2, Episodes 3 and 4. Tommy will roll the credits and we'll chat. Alright, so first episode is Episode 3, Go for the Overkill, aired January 22nd, 2003. My character spotlight, which I'm glad I picked these as character spotlight because this is the last time we see them in these two episodes. The first one, Ian, played by Nathan Constance, which I don't know if you realized. Did you know he does video game voices?
Might have
His,
to look up.
his
Look it
latest
up.
is Lords of the Fallen. I don't know if you know that game.
I don't know that one, but
Okay.
what was it? I mean, he's definitely got like he's definitely got the range and stuff because even in the show, and stuff like that. But I can't directly remember anything. I'd have to see it. I'd have to see the little filmography or gameography or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, he did a bunch of games that I didn't recognize, so maybe they're just London based. I don't know.
It was like Nolan North being Spencer's dad in Pretty Little Liars, and for the longest time I was like, God, this guy's voice is so familiar. And then I realized who it was. I'm like, oh, it's because he's everywhere, even in animation. Like, so that's what he looks like.
The big one he did that with the movie that just came out recently. The voice work that he did, that's a big one for him.
Oh, okay. I'm not. I'm not sure.
I can't remember, but he did like all of them, the games, not Fallout. I'll never remember it. But the movie has Mark Wahlberg and what's his name in it? The new Spider-Man. Not new at this point, but
I don't know.
who is this guy? Nathan Constance was in Dream Team and this Bad Girls, which isn't Bad Girls the spin-off of Footballers Wives?
No, it's just done, I think, by the same creators, or at least one of the same creators. I want to say Maureen Chadwick, but I'm not sure. But it was like a prison drama. And between series 3 and series 4, Tanya does a little crossover in Bad Girls, and she like starts drama there, and that's why she gets released early, and she's sort of backed by series 4. You know.
Tanya as for another podcast I saw, and yeah, I saw that she was in that too as her character. So I was like, "Ooh, what's that
Yeah,
about?"
so I don't know if they're like like they're in the same world essentially, but I don't know if it's like they directly spun out of each other or anything. It's just two separate shows done by the same people, and they're like, hey, let's get Tanya over there for a couple of episodes. Why not? You know.
Curious hopefully it's out there so I can see it because I'm curious to see what they did.
I know that here, because it was I had thought about actually getting it while after I had collected all of Footballers' Wives, and that was years ago. And they used to sell it here, but it was always out of order. And like, so it'd be like season 4, series 4 or 5, and like, I always wanted, like, I was gonna grab it if like I'd seen series 1 and 2 or even 1. You know, I wanted to sort of get it like that. And
Yeah.
so, but nowadays I don't see it anywhere, so I don't even know if it's printed anymore. It's like Footballers' Wives. That's pretty much nowhere in the shops. But if you go on eBay, there's bucket loads of it.
Yeah, and
Decent price too.
it was just the first 3 seasons of Footballers Wives was on Tubi recently, and only for like a month, and then they took it down. So I don't know what the deal is with that. They
I
didn't
don't know
even
either.
all the seasons. It's so weird.
Yeah, and it does have its spin. Footballers' Wives does have its own spin-off that is directly sort of it spins out of Footballers. So I guess that would be like the main difference between that one and Bad Girls, more or less. Is I think Bad Girls already existed and was its own thing.
Yeah, I remember you said there was a spinoff. That's why I thought it might have been that because I saw her character name was there, and I
Um,
was like,
So Footballers' Wives, it's Extra Time here. Apparently in other places it was Overdrive, like Footballers' Wives Overdrive. So there's like a variant name thing. I don't know if that's in North America or just different parts of Europe. But it was called either. But I know that Australia, at least we got the original name. We usually get all the Brit stuff as well as the US stuff. We get more of you guys and their stuff than we get of our own shit. So like,
yeah, that's how it works here. We get other things before. It's crazy. I'll never understand. Like, we get our own things. Like Dynasty with the Reunion was released overseas, but not in the U.S. Like it makes no sense.
So I got really happy when an Australian distribution or DVD distributor, I think they're more than that now, but like Via Vision down here, love you guys by the way. They finished a lot of like releases that were dropped by like Warner Brothers and stuff like that. What was it? Melrose Place only came out to season 5 in Australia, and then like 10 years later or whatever, Via Vision re-released the whole show and the last 2 seasons.
Hmm.
Um, Dynasty did get a full release, and then Via Vision re-released it, so they must have got the rights to it. And then they also released the Colbys, which,
Interesting.
yeah, which we didn't have here until then. Yeah, I could only get that from the UK, from Europe, I think, in Germany and stuff like that. Germany, UK, I could only get the Colbys there.
Yeah, they only released the Colbys in the 2 seasons total. I don't think they released them separate here, but together they did. Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
we got a together one as well. It's like just one set with the 2 slides in it.
Yeah,
Um, Whereas I think like the English one, or at least the European one that I saw, it looked like a big box with all the discs in it,
right.
rather than like 2 separate slips.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand the release scheduling of things. So yeah, but anyway.
Anywho, so Go for the Kill is the episode title.
Mhm.
Um, Ian and Donna and Salvatore are on. Salvatore and Ian are fighting because, of course, Ian had just busted them banging. Um,
Yes.
Holly and Daniel come running in. That's when they mentioned that it's been 6 months that the affair has been going on for.
Yeah,
So
it's essentially been in between the break, like the show's break. Yeah.
yeah, and Ian hits her at one point, which was a little disturbing. Ian also
Um,
thinks he's
the
throwing a
show
fit.
So the show it doesn't go full blown into that sort of stuff, but there is this element that if the men slap back essentially. So like I think there's a bit there where like I'm pretty sure Tanya slaps Jason and Jason actually full float punches her in the face, and that's like the worst it gets.
Damn.
But yeah, yeah, it's really dramatic and cool though. It's a great scene, but like I remember being like, oh, freaking hell, okay.
It's also because I didn't see that yet.
No, no, I didn't tell you what it was over, but like, yeah, no, like, what was it?
Time with
It
them.
does, it does sort of play with it a little bit. I think there might be another bit in like 3 or 4 where someone gets slapped back, and it's a man-woman thing. But
So
like
before
how,
spoilers comes my way. So yeah, Ian breaks stuff. He's all upset, devastated, pretty much. Um, she. So I think that he leaves her, right? Is this when he leaves her?
yeah, I think he just sort of like leaves after the kids kind of like flip out and go like, "Oh, get away!" and like, "What's going on?" and blah blah blah. They sort of cool down on the fight, and Ian and Salvatore kind of try and play it off a bit.
Yeah.
And I think they argue for a bit here, don't they? And this is when we find out that during the break that Ian also banged Marie, and that's one of the reasons why she's pissed off.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We do find that out.
Yes. So I mean, as in pissed off, as in that's why Marie is left. So like, and like big fight about it, and he basically jams up. But in that argument, it's sort of still very emotional. They're very tit for tat a bit.
That's why I was confused because they said that he slept with Marie, and I'm like, when did he do that? Like I thought it was like I wasn't thinking it happened in the past 6 months. I was thinking it happened
In an
before,
episode.
like before that, and like it just came out. I don't know because I
Hmm.
wasn't thinking those terms like that. It was six
Well, it
in
sort
the
of fits too that like because we've already established that whenever there's any type of upheaval, whether it's good or bad, Ian is a bit of a dick, and
yeah,
like I mean, he was done in the photographed in the big old 3-way with those prostitutes or whatever.
yeah, which I think gets brought up in the next one. I think
Mm.
I can't remember, but
Yeah. But they do have that big argument, I'm pretty sure, around that point.
oh yeah, so he drinks in the hotel room and he does pills. He does whatever pills. I think they were just over the counter pills.
Yeah, whatever it was. He does, yeah, that sort of leads. He leaves, he goes to the hotel, and then does the big old suicidal thing. Because
Yeah.
that's what it was too. Donna basically tells him, yeah, well, that's what it is for you, isn't it? But I don't want sex that's nothing. I want sex that feels like love. And that's
Yeah.
like a big hitter for Ian is oh, you love him. This isn't like about sex.
And Donna visits him when he's in the hospital, and they just have like a nice conversation, and pretty much it's over for them, or so we think.
Yeah.
Right, so Jason and Tanya, she's hiding those pills in that little sack. She also has her drugs in there, of course, the cocaine, the
Yeah.
ecstasy, all kinds of stuff. She's doing it all.
It's all got to be like within reach, right? Like our cigarettes.
Um,
I want to
she
point
could.
out too that the nails get so much more dramatic as the show goes on. These big, ridiculously acrylic nails, like it's great.
I think she's with Jason when she meets her, or maybe it's with Chardonnay when she gets her drug dealer, who's also she said does her hair.
Yeah. They go to that beauty appointment or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, like fluff, fluff on the hair," and then like drops her a bag. Like,
So yeah, named Gavin. That's her hair slash drug dealer. Um, they have a christening, or Chardonnay and Kyle have a christening for Patty, and
mm-hmm.
while she gets busted with the drugs, like, are they cops that come over? Because I don't know what they are.
I think they're undercover detectives, like the ones plainclothes ones. But it's not just that they were there; they were called there because Frank spots Tanya snort doing something. I think he spots her snorting, and he dobs her in.
Yeah, because I think because Frank saw it, he called it, and Hazel said, "Hey, you got a little something."
Yeah, yeah. That's right. Frank's just being an asshole in the background, like.
And of course, Ethan is witnessing all this, and she said that's her contraceptive pill. So then he found out basically that she was still taking them,
And of
and not
course, that sets Jason off because it doesn't really take a whole lot to set Jason off. But yeah, like,
trying to have a baby, or he was supposed to be trying to have a baby with her, but with taking them, obviously you can't.
yep.
So yeah, he's pissed.
And what was it? They talk about bail, and I think Jason is just like, he didn't give a shit. He just leaves her there.
He leaves her there. She can face up to 7 years if it was just her, and like life for supplying, which I'm like, that you can get life for supplying. That's crazy.
Well,
You know,
well, I mean, I'm not 100%, but like, it depends on what a life sentence constitutes as well. Like here, there's a life sentence. I think is like 15 or 20 years. Like
right.
people get out here on life sentences. It doesn't mean life. I mean, it might where you are, but like not everywhere. That's all I mean. So it could be something like that.
Yeah.
Like a
So yeah,
life sentence is just a really long time, and they do tend to like. It's weird. You can possess it, but if they find out, like they think you're trafficking or whatever, they will smash you. Like you see it in like all those sort of like other shows that sort of like are about drug, like the drug kingpin shit and all that sort of stuff.
yeah.
When you, I don't know, it seems like when supply is a possible option, the authorities will go hard at you.
So
Or at least
Jason,
by TV, anyways. I mean, I guess I live in, I could go to a slum in my town somewhere and find out, I suppose. But
yeah. So Jason gives divorce papers to Tanya through, who was it? Through Hazel or something, or some the lawyer or whatever. He
oh,
didn't.
yeah, just their lawyer. I think he just sort of drops it on her, and she has to find another one. I think because obviously Jason's using him or her.
And he changed the locks on the door and everything.
It's been like
Um,
hours, isn't it? Like the next day.
yeah. And he wants Jackie and Paige and Patty to be a family.
I mean,
Um,
he is crazy. He is crazy.
he is.
Like the
So
idea
Kyle,
is like Tanya and Jason are supposed Tanya and Jason are supposed to be the couple that's been like together in their youth, maybe not quite like Donna and Ian youth, but that like early adulthood. Like they're supposed to. done it all together in terms of like she was there before he got big, essentially, and he's just drops her like immediately.
So Kyle and Chardonnay and Jackie. Obviously, it hurts Jackie every day. She says, like seeing the baby, and she's upset. I think they still wanted her to move out. Jason was going to give $100,000 to the baby.
Yeah, so at the christening, we find out that like they that's the gift. There's like $100,000 in it or whatever, and then Jackie mentioned something about them asking her to move out because things have gotten complicated, and Jason's sort of just like, oh my god, that's ridiculous, your family, and like gets all outraged, and then sort of rips up the check in front of Chardonnay and says he's not giving her money to pay for nannies and all that other stuff.
Yeah, because that's what Jackie was saying that they were going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Chardonnay's hair this season, by the way. Just at the point
It is better. It is better, a little bit better than the crazy I did it myself look.
Yeah.
The breakdown haircut.
Oh yeah, and the theme of the christening was almost like their wedding, but it was like Aladdin theme, it seemed like, and they had like a live donkey.
I
Like what? So funny.
yeah, I think some of these things, I swear to God, I reckon it's like, I wonder if the writers and the producers are like, okay, so we're doing these campy sort of over the top characters. What kind of christening would they have? And it's just ridiculous. Like,
Like their wedding was.
yeah, it was.
Episode 4, titled End In With the New, aired on January 29th, 2003. My character spotlight for this one was Donna. And like I said, good thing because it's Donna and Ian's last appearance is in
Yeah,
this episode. Donna's played by Catherine Monahan. She only did like a few shows, like in London, it seemed like, and it seems like she's more into the theater.
yeah.
Um, I
That
didn't.
really doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah,
Theater in the UK, come on.
yeah. So I want to try to follow her and see what theater stuff she does there.
Yeah,
Um, so picking up with Jackie and Jason. Um, he's like, "Oh, you'll get Patty back." Um, then they can date. Like she wants to plan things out because they don't want to say that Jason's the dad yet. I guess. Well,
yeah. They're trying to ease other people into the situation that they're trying to set up. So yeah. And
Chuck,
Jackie's still kind of hardlining. She doesn't want Carl to know he's the dad,
yeah,
which just doesn't make sense to me. She's an idiot, but whatever.
it really doesn't.
At this
Um,
point, like
yeah, that's what I thought.
but
Um,
yeah,
Chardonnay interviews Tanya because of the divorce, and
that's right. And
and
makes up, like, talks about how Jason can't get it up and stuff.
Jason's instant, she says, and Jason gets all pissed because he sees that.
Yeah.
Um, Jason tells Tanya he has a son.
Mm.
We have
Which
this new.
freaks her out too, by the way. She's like, oh, more or less, like, disbelieving that I say that.
Well, she doesn't know who the son is either.
Mm.
She didn't think of it.
No.
And we have a new footballer, Darius, is introduced, and I was like, "What is this boy? What is happening here?"
So he's on, I want to say he's on Coronation Street now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, this boy looks like he's not even 18. He's so young.
He is really young here. He looks older by like series 5, but I saw him, I swear it was Coronation Street. Anyway, I saw him recently in like a UK soap, and I swear it was Coronation Street. And I was like, oh my god, it's Darius! Like,
He
and he's
must look.
aged really well. He's aged really well.
I was gonna say it's 20 years later, so that's pretty crazy. Um, so Tanya does dinner with Darius, and she's like, "Oh, I'm like the welcome wagon, whatever," and they
Yeah.
have sex, and She says that she'll give him cab fare the next day to kick him to the curb. I'm like, I, I'm guessing she's just trying to hit Jason.
Yeah,
However,
she's
can.
just trying to make Jason jealous and be dumb. Yeah.
Even if Jason doesn't know at this point either.
No,
That
but I suppose no, like he wouldn't know, but it's just the whole thing of like she's doing it with someone on his team, and like they're
yeah,
toxic as hell. Like,
for sure. Um, Tanya goes to like a Narcotics Anonymous, which I think Hazel like had her do pretty much. Hazel's trying to paint her as the doting wife and like being all devastated and tragic.
yeah,
Um, Jason startles poor Darius in the locker room. I think Darius is like, oh my god, he knows, but he's just like being Jason the way he is, being a fool.
yeah,
Uh,
big douchey.
and he compliments his game. Um, and Jason plans to take Patty.
Mm.
Hazel gives some advice to Tanya: stop playing games, get your shit together, hit him where it hurts. Like sleeping with this Darius boy's not gonna do anything. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah,
Um, Tanya and Jason meet up. I think at one point she wants half the stuff, half of
yeah,
his, or kiss and make up, and Jason ain't having it, and she's like devastated.
yeah. They sort of fight, and then she's like, "Wait, you know," and she does the toxic thing of like, "It can all go away if we just get back together," sort of thing. Same sort of thing that he's done with her to a degree prior in prior episodes when he's been awful and then cried, you know. And then yeah, Jason's doing the whole discard thing. He's discarding because he thinks that he's got something better on the other side, like a family and like all this sort of stuff. Like he's very. They did his character well if they're like going for like narcissistic traits because it's like proper. Like
It do remind me of JR and Sue Ellen, like in every way. Like I feel like more than ever, especially since like this truly is upsetting Tanya. I thought before like she didn't really care that much, but like she was like really upset about it, like crying in the car and like
one thing to know about Tanya's character is that she only loves two men in the whole show. One is Jason, and the other one happens later. But
mhm.
like, she does love Jason, and in a way, Jason does love her, but it's in a way where like, well, he's the man. You know, it's like that. It's just that toxic thing, but they do actually care about each other. It's just, yeah, she's a bit more human than him, though.
So I think like Jason goes over Kyle's at one point and gets a hold of Patty and he's like leaving and he's like, I'm taking Patty. And then you
Yep.
see like Kyle wake up like he was knocked out on the floor.
Yeah. So like, what was it? Jason. I think Jason goes to talk to bloody Jackie again, and they're talking about it and getting on about it, and then he sort of ends up just going over there and doing it with the
Yeah.
pretense of like being a visitor. I think he goes over there for a visit, doesn't he? And then he just
Yeah.
sort of walks up to the room, grabs him. He's like, "Well, what are you doing with Patty?" And he's like, "I'm taking it." And then was it? It flashes to him coming back to Jackie, and she's like, "Oh my god, you got him! What happened?" Blah blah blah. And then we see Kyle like bloody on the ground with a big old knock on the head.
Yeah.
And what was it with Donna and Ian? There's that whole thing where like because of Ian's suicide, you know, suicide attempt, Donna's feeling the sort of connection again and like the care factor and all that. And because since Holly's disappearance, Ian's actually kind of pulled back and become a little bit more like arguably domestic. Um, they end up basically getting back together and she tells Salvatore it's over and she can't be with him. And so the end scene for Donna and Ian is them sort of getting back together while he's sitting there training the kiddos in their soccer team, like their school
Well,
sports.
she doesn't tell Salvatore in this one. She tells him in the next episode. She
Was it
doesn't
the
say it.
next?
Salvatore
Oh, I
goes.
presume. No, didn't he find a letter in that episode? And you see him just sort of crying over it.
Was it that episode?
I thought it
Oh,
was
maybe
episode
it
4.
wasn't there. Yeah, but she didn't tell him. But she talks to him on the phone in the next one.
Okay.
Um,
I figured
yeah,
about the letter because I swear I remember the whole thing where he sort of comes home normally, sees it, and he's just like, oh, because Salvatore obviously loved her. So yeah,
so
he probably
Frank
just
and
invented that scene. That's terrible. Anyway,
Frank Frank and Stefan wanted Ian back on the team.
Yeah,
Um, Frank paid off the papers or whatever.
yeah, about the suicide.
Yeah. That he tried to kill himself. He's like, no, get a new guy, basically, which is when we get Darius. And Salvatore wants Donna to go to Italy with him. And she's like, oh, whatever. And then she sees, I think, Ian on TV, and that's when she kind of is just like, has the feelings. And that's when I think Salvatore goes out, and I'm like, that's kind of messed up. Like,
She just disappears. Yeah.
and she's telling this man, like she loves him and she's gonna break up with Ian the whole 6 months, and now all of a sudden, like, I don't know. I wish it would have ended a little bit better than the way Salvatore got it, because that's really kind of tragic for him.
Yeah.
Uh,
He does stick around though.
yeah, so it does look like Ian and Donna like move out or move away, I guess, because he had like an offer from another team, so I'm guessing that's just the end of
Yeah.
their.
Pretty hectic first 4 episodes largely. I mean, like, and like I said, as it plays out, it gets more hectic. And there's a couple of new characters. A particular character from season 1 does return and starts trouble again. Or, well, restarts old trouble. But yeah.
I'm guessing it's the Frank Raper, as I
Yeah,
saw her.
thankfully.
I saw her face on the box, so I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
thankfully, yes. Yes,
But
she does.
Frank did hire a detective to get her back, so I guess he still wants to get Tanya and Jason back.
Well, he's got to be able to prove it, doesn't he? So, like, there's this whole thing where he's doing the investigation and he's got to try and prove it. So, yeah. Um, but that all sort of, so the story with like the baby and everything, it all plays out really well by the end of the series, and it it wraps up nicely in my opinion, but does the great thing of, like, obviously there's lead on into series 3, so like I think they do really well. I like this one. I like this one a little bit more. So the first 2 seasons for me, I always sort of felt were a little bit still getting its footing to a degree, and then series 3, I feel like they sort of, I don't know, it just sort of looks different. It's a bit glitzier, and the characters are a little bit more larger than life. So they already are, but there's this element of like realness to them to a degree, a realism. Whereas I
Yeah.
feel like 3 onwards, it's more about the escapism, because some bizarre zany stuff starts to happen. It's great.
Well, it's only 5 seasons, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, not
and
too
then
many.
and there's 2 seasons of Extra Time, and its first series does use footballers characters for about half of it to intro everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's the one shitty thing I thought too is that the cliffhanger, because series 4 ends on a pretty decent cliffhanger. It's resolved in the beginning of Footballers' Wives Extra Time.
Oh, that's
So
annoying.
yeah, its resolution is the beginning of the spin-off. Yeah, I got a bit of note about that too. But I think it had something to do with more like how it was airing. I can't 100%. I'd have to look it up, but I believe that Extra Time started before Series 5. It was like after Series 4, but before Series 5 started. And I don't know, they used Bruno and Lucy to sort of kickstart it off, which I didn't mind, but I would have preferred the cliffhanger from the prior season be dealt with, in its own show,
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't even know who Bruno and Lucy are, so.
You will.
But anything else to add about these ones? These were good. I thought they were
I'm
fun.
waiting. I'm waiting for when like we watch it and go, oh, I see what you mean about Jason, because you will.
I'm sure I will. I just I feel like he has reasons to act the way he does at this
Well,
point.
like I feel like JR has reasons. The way Jason goes, he's just an asshole. Yeah, like yeah. And the actor's the actor's great. So there's that too.
He'll be a character highlight, I'm sure, soon. But all right, thank you, Patreon subscribers. If you're watching us now, you're watching us access early on Patreon. And thank you, regular subscribers. We appreciate all of you. We will bring you some more Footballers' Wives soon. And let us know in the comments. Did you watch Footballers' Wives? Do you know anything about it? Do you know how to find it? I think you can get them on that's about it.
Yeah.
Until next time, everyone, have a good one. Bye.
Bye.